On our wedding night, my husband brought out a pristine white sheet. My legs began to tremble the moment I saw it. I was no longer a virgin, and the fear gripped me like ice. Tears welled up in my eyes. I was an orphan, raised with the constant reminder that I carried a stain no one could wash away. I had hoped my husband would be simple-minded, perhaps a bit foolish, someone from a rural background who wouldn't notice or care. Maybe then my secret would stay buried. But when morning came and he calmly spread that same white sheet on the bed, my world collapsed beneath me. I had arrived at this village home just hours earlier, after the ruxati. My in-laws were simple, uneducated folk from the countryside. After the rituals, my mother-in-law had ushered me into the bedroom. The summer heat was oppressive, and my nerves were already frayed. Sweat poured down my body, not just from the weather, but from dread. What if my husband, Shazeb, realized the truth on our first night? I was beautiful, young, educated, a city girl who looked every bit the perfect bride. I never worried he wouldn't find me attractive. My real terror was that he would see through my facade and brand me ruined. I tossed and turned, restless. My mother had comforted me before I left. Don't worry. Allah protects orphans. You won't be left helpless. How could I tell her now what haunted me? I feared he would drag me out, call me impure, and throw me onto the street. My beauty and education would mean nothing then. My husband entered the room. My breath caught. To my surprise, he was instantly smitten. He praised my beauty endlessly, held my henna-decorated hands, and laughed in disbelief. I can't believe my luck. A girl like you, my mother always says I must have done something good in life to deserve this. He spoke humbly, calling himself ordinary and sinful, yet blessed to have a pure, beautiful wife like me. His words only deepened my terror. He thought I was untouched, honorable. Tomorrow, that sheet would expose everything, and he might react with rage far worse than any city man, because these simple villagers held honor above all else. I trembled violently. He noticed and asked gently why I was so nervous. Don't be afraid of me. I'm not some monster. He smiled, his face glowing with joy. He was truly happy with me. Then he stood, went to the cupboard, and pulled out another white sheet, spotless, pure. My heart stopped. He asked for my help to spread it on the bed. It's our family tradition, he explained casually. If I don't, my mother will question me in the morning. They check the bride's purity this way. I froze. The room spun. This household valued virginity so highly that the entire family would inspect the evidence. I wanted to fall at his feet, beg him not to humiliate me. But he helped me off the bed, spread the sheet, and reassured me it was just a formality. That night passed in a blur of fear and resignation. I surrendered myself to him, whispering prayers, clinging to my mother's words about Allah watching over orphans. In the morning, he awoke first. When he looked at the sheet, clean, unmarked, he froze. I stood in the corner, trembling, tears streaming. Outside, the family waited, knocking on the door. He said nothing at first. Then, to my shock, he buried his face in his hands and sobbed. I rushed forward, terrified the family would hear. I tried to explain, to apologize for my sin, but he suddenly stood. Hide this sheet, quickly. Push it under the sofa. I'll tell them I forgot to spread it. I was stunned. He opened the door. My mother-in-law entered, searching for the sheet. When she found the bed bare, she grew furious. You forgot. This is our tradition. Now everyone will suspect her character. She rummaged in the cupboard, realized the spare sheet was missing, and accused him of hiding evidence. She demanded he produce it or face the family's judgment. Later, when he finally appeared before everyone, he carried the sheet. My heart pounded. I prayed for death rather than disgrace. But when my mother-in-law unfolded it, there were fresh red stains. Gasps of approval filled the room. They praised her luck, envied the pure bride. I stared at my husband in disbelief. He had faked it, alone, in secret, to protect me. That night, alone again, I confronted him. How could you do this? No man would cover for an impure wife. He looked down. You're my wife now. Protecting your honor is my duty. When I pressed, why protect someone who wasn't pure, he confessed quietly. I am not pure either. I carry a sin so heavy it has haunted me for years. When I saw that unmarked sheet, rage surged. I wanted to drag you out, shame you. But my own guilt stopped me. I once destroyed an innocent girl's life. He told me the story. As a young man sent to the city for studies, he fell in with bad friends. Under the influence of drugs, he assaulted a small, innocent girl and fled. The guilt destroyed him. He never returned to the city, fearing recognition. He lived in torment, refusing marriage proposals, believing himself unworthy of any woman. Eventually, pressured by his mother, he agreed, planning to confess his past to his bride and let her decide. Then he saw me, beautiful, educated, and couldn't believe his fortune. When the sheet revealed the truth, his old crime echoed back at him. If you're stained, then I'm the monster who stained someone once. I have no right to judge you. I listened, numb. Then rage exploded. You were the one. That monster in the neighborhood who ruined a 10-year-old girl in broad daylight, that was you. I told him my side. Orphaned early, blamed for my father's death, hated by relatives. At 10, during a quiet afternoon, a drugged young man from the city, staying with relatives, dragged me into horror and fled. My family called me cursed, dirty. My mother alone defended me, raised me with love and education. But suitors always fled when they learned my past. Finally, my relatives arranged this village match, believing a simple man wouldn't care. Hearing the neighborhood name from his lips confirmed it. The man I had hated my whole life was now my husband. I demanded divorce. He fell at my feet, begging forgiveness. I've never slept peacefully since that day. I prayed for a chance to atone. Allah brought you to me so I could make it right. Hate me forever if you must, but let me protect you, give you the honor I stole. For my dying mother's sake, I stayed silent. 3 years have passed. My mother is gone. We have a daughter. He treats me with deep respect, provides everything, never questions my past. But my heart remains bitter. The man who shattered my childhood now guards my honor. Fate's cruel joke binds us, two broken souls hiding each other's scars beneath a blood-stained lie.